En este video estaré mostrando el colapso del mundo que se pretendía alcanzar y cómo la derecha abusa de los chivos expiatorios como la diversidad sexual o la identidad de género para poder expiar las culpas del sistema, a través de un TikTok de una chica que explica por qué la gente joven no tiene propósitos. Por supuesto el video estará subtitulado al español para que se comprenda mejor.
Nobody's dating anymore, and no, it's not because people are lazy, shallow, or afraid of commitment. It's because we're all trying to build love in a system that was never designed to hold it. This isn't a you problem, it's not even a them problem. It's a world problem, and we've all been dragged into it. First up, marriage. Not happening. People aren't coupling up at 22 with matching towels and a mortgage anymore. Why? Because we can't afford love and dental, duh. And if you do find someone you vibe with, you still gotta cross-reference credit scores, trauma loads, and whether you're building something or just filling space until they figure it out. So people are going solo, delaying marriage, skipping kids, and replacing intimacy with curated solitude and memes about emotional damage. We're independent, but not necessarily on purpose. Stay with me, because this brings me to work, like the jobs we clock in for. Remote work was supposed to be the dream. You roll out of bed, no bra, microwave a coffee 3 times, and boom, you're a functioning adult. But with fewer partners, fewer coworkers, fewer daily interactions, a lot of us are just sitting in silence, screaming inside group chats that don't reply. That's not freedom. That's isolation in disguise as freedom. We traded cubicles for freedom, but freedom without support is just isolation in yoga pants. And the gig economy? The gig economy. We were promised flexibility, but it's more like, congratulations! You're the CEO of your own burnout. And it's not that everyone wants to be famous or an influencer either. It's that no one wants to work full-time and still feel broke. The jobs that hold the world together don't come with stability anymore. They come with back pain, burnout, and $27 left by Thursday. We turned caretaking into failure and spectacle into value. We forgot that some jobs aren't glamorous. They're holy. Most high-paying jobs now are capital jobs, not societal ones. The guy shifting imaginary numbers on Wall Street makes 7 figures. But the social worker keeping families from falling apart? They're crying on their lunch break making $20 an hour. Tell me again how that's okay. We are not rewarding people who sustain life. We are rewarding people who extract from it. And then, if you do want to be one of the smarty good ones, like a therapist or a nurse practitioner, congrats! That'll be 6 years of school, $100,000 in debt, and the privilege of being broke while you save lives. The path to freedom requires 5 years of unpaid internships and a master's degree in burnout. And the middle path, dignified work, fair play, no burnout, doesn't seem to exist. You want to know what's really sexy? Living within your means. We know the system's broken. We're just too tired to fight someone's uncle in the comments again. Like, yes, Mark, I do believe capitalism is unsustainable. No, I don't have the energy to debate it between my 2 jobs and this stress rash. And let's bring in identity really quick, shall we? Back in the day, identity was like, I'm John, I fish. Now it's, I'm demisexual, plant-based Virgo who's pivoting from UX design to somatic healing while exploring my inner child and launching a newsletter about dopamine regulation. We're free to be anything, but nobody warned us that freedom comes with an infinite existential crisis and an identity buffet where every dish might give you spiritual food poisoning. So while we're spiraling about who we are, student debt is suffocating us, housing is laughable, and climate change is throwing hands. And instead of helping each other, we're either too busy fighting online or closed off from the world. Because the American system trained us to turn on each other or to close the world out. Trust in people? Only 34% of Americans say they believe most people can be trusted. That's not just sad. It's apocalyptic. It's The village is burning and everyone is live streaming it energy. We are in a spiritual dissonance, people. Our bodies are humming one rhythm: rest, community, meaning. And capitalism is blaring dubstep in the background, screaming, monetize or die, baby. And I'm sorry, but no, I don't want to build a brand. I want to be held. We're not broken, people. We're just awake in a world that keeps gaslighting our gut. And then we get told to fix it with hustle. Launch a business, monetize your hobbies, become a boss. Man, launch what? The microwave? We don't need passive income. We need passive nervous systems. We need to stop measuring worth in productivity and start remembering that being human is not a brand strategy. It's not that we're bad at dating. Maybe it's that dating can't survive in a world this spiritually malnourished.
No es un banquete de géneros o de ideas que salieron de la nada, han sido luchas que se han llevado por décadas y ahora con el mundo yéndose más hacia la derecha al autoritarismo, los determinismos de género no van a solucionar nada. Al contrario, todo esto es para el control de los cuerpos para que la gente no se manifieste, no exija, conformándose con el binarismo. El mundo ya cambió, la tecnología junto con la inteligencia artificial son utilizadas para la dominación y no para la emancipación, el sueño de los dictadores a un solo clic de distancia. Es agobiante, el no tener las mismas oportunidades que las generaciones anteriores, aspirar a tener una vida común y corriente, poder alcanzar lo que se prometió o más bien, lo que se espera. Vivir en la incertidumbre es de las peores cosas que hay. Y no solo es eso, tener una vida más precarizada que tus abuelos. Al no contar con lo más básico que es un empleo decente, acceso a la salud y vivienda, no es el feminismo, no son las disidencias sexogenéricas, es el sistema pretendiéndose lavar las manos con las minorías, las cuales siempre han sido aplastadas, porque no están asimiladas culturalmente ni políticamente, y aunque la mayoría de la población está en una situación de urgencia, vulnerar al más débil es una forma de escape momentáneo. Por lo tanto, en vez de estos separatismos, de esa búsqueda de los universales, irse a la espiritualidad de la New Age o achacar todo una conspiración no es la solución. Todos deberían voltear a ver al verdadero enemigo, que es el sistema cis-hetero patriarcal capacitista mercantilista.